We're in the home of the ever-famous Howard's Rock. Clemson Memorial Stadium is the venue for today's matchup. And now it's time for the Coke Zero coin toss, a winning combination with Coke taste and 0 calories. Maryland is kicking off first, and we're ready to get this game underway. And there's the opening boot. Fielded at the 9. Tackle made at the 37-yard line. Now we'll get to see how this quarterback can do today as he comes out onto the field for the first time. They'll start this drive at the 37. They shift on the defensive line. There are 7 defensive backs on the field in this defense. First down, look at the throw. He's tackled at the 49-yard line.
If this receiver wants to make it to the next level, those are the types of plays he'll have to make.
Absolutely. They love pass catchers that look the ball all the way into their hands and then tuck it away safely.
There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. The halfback with a carry. Nice tackle made there to bring him down. 4, maybe 5 yards on the run. Second down and 5. Ball on the 44. The defense is waiting on the pass. They're in the quarters defense. They can't connect. Incomplete. Third and 5 coming up. Ball on the 44-yard line. The defense is lined up with an abundance of DBs. I count 7 on the field. Go to the ground and he stopped short. Well, it depends on where they spot it, but it looks like he was stopped short.
I think so, Brad, and the defense was bending on that play a little too much, but they didn't break.
And they could really put their opponent in bad field position with a good punt here. And this one goes out of the end zone, so they'll bring it out to the 20. They'll go to work at the 20. They're packed in tight on the line. Gives it off. Brought down at the 32-yard line. And he busts a big one on this defense.
When his halfback is running the ball, I'd put a few more guys in the box there defensively to try to stop him.
And they swap out the running back now for this next play. Feeds it to the back. And they'll bring him down behind the line. Nice tackle to bring him down before he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Solid effort there to break up that play.
Second down, about 12 yards to go. Ball on their own 30. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. He's going to try and scramble. Here's the pass, broken up. And it looks like there's an injury down there on the field. Third down and 12 to go. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Drops back to pass. Looking to scramble down. He can't get away from the pressure. They got heavy pressure on him that time.
Boy, you better believe it. The penetration got there and boom, he went down.
Yeah, that pocket just collapsed right on top of the quarterback.
He really got a hold of that one. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. Great punt, great tackle. That's exactly what these guys were looking for out of their special teams.
The punter here does a great job, and the coverage was exceptional. They got down the field and didn't give the return man any room to make a move.
It's the tailback, and he's taken down at the 40. About 6 yards on the play. They need about 3 yards to get the first here on second down. The defense is lined up with an abundance of DBs. I count 7 on the field. Run right and hit in the backfield.
The halfback had nowhere to run, and he paid for it.
They need to throw some blocks out there. hit somebody. This ain't a walkthrough.
It's 3rd and 5. Ball on the 38. They line it up with 3 receivers. And down he goes at about the 49.
Besides going deep on the fade, the slant route is probably the most commonly run route against man coverage. If the receiver gets a good inside release, it'll be a new set of downs every time.
They come out with a big set. They go with a run, and he's brought down in the backfield.
This safety does everything you ask of him. He can come up and play the run or drop deep into his zone and stop the pass.
And right there, I think he was looking for the run the whole way because he got in the backfield in a hurry.
Not much room there as they hand it off straight up the middle. That'll be a gain of 3 yards.
There was no room for the halfback to go anywhere right there.
That was a design run blitz by the middle linebacker, and they played the run about as well as you could.
The offense lines this one up in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers in the formation. Wide open. Oh, he dropped it.
Kirk,
Yeah, Coach.
did you see that drop pass?
Yeah, but it's safe to say that he heard footsteps, don't you think? I mean, the defender almost got there at the same time as the football.
All right. Well, the correct answer is yes, he did drop the football. Come on, sweetheart. The quarterback is trying to get you the ball. You got to make those kind of plays out there.
They'll start at midfield. 1st and 10. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. He scrambled. Going long. Almost picked off. The defense really missed a golden opportunity there.
That's what separates a good player from a great player. When you have a chance like that, you need to take advantage of it.
They come out in a goal line set. To the right and tackled immediately. I'd say he got 1 or 2 feet on that try.
It's a good run blitz by the outside linebacker there. They shut down all the holes and kept this halfback from gaining many yards.
Backup tailback checks in now. Let's see if he gets some action. Scrambling around. Complete. He's tackled at the 30. So on 3rd down, he finds his receiver and gets a big gain.
Yeah, we saw these guys on Wednesday in practice, and they ran this play over and over for about 20 minutes.
Well, if you can get it right in practice, then you usually can get it right in the game as well.
Feeds it to the back. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. He carries the ball for 3, maybe 4 yards. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Ball on the 26-yard line. They line up in the jumbo set. He's got the corner. He's at the 20. And he will score. The speed that guy has is simply amazing.
My friends, listen up. This guy is so fast that he can turn off the lights and get into bed before it gets dark.
And he tacks on the extra point. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. He kicks it off. He's to the 10. Tackle at the 35. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive. They'll get the ball here at the 35-yard line. 1st down, 10 yards to go. Looks like he flinched down there on the line.
Jet ball. Won't start on the offense.
They got a little bit antsy out there on that one.
Well, if I had those big hogs lined up on the other side of the ball, I'd be a little antsy too.
So the penalty makes it 1st and 15. He drops back. Complete. It's the junior.
Nicely done. A solid completion right there. If the quarterback keeps making those kind of passes, look out. I feel a touchdown coming.
They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. The halfback gets the call and picks up 5. Somebody hit the upset alert button because this one looks like it just might be heading in that direction. The score here in Death Valley is Maryland 7, Clemson nothing. The line is making some adjustments. The defense has about 7 defensive backs on the field. Got a man, watch out here. And down he goes around the 37-yard line.
Good thing he got that pass off. I think every linebacker on the roster was coming after him. That's how you pick up a first down through the air against an all-out linebacker blitz.
The backfield's in an offset I formation. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Big-time play by the corner there, Coach.
And that's what you call a picture-perfect defense.
Yep, they had everyone covered well on that play, and the quarterback had to try to force it in there.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 37. There are 7 defensive backs on the field in this defense. They'll go with the run once again. And he's taken down right around the 26-yard line. So with that run, they pick up another first.
It's a nice job again up front by the offensive line. They're doing a good... neutralizing the defensive front, and it's allowed them to move the ball down the field.
There's a player hurt. It doesn't look to be that bad. It's 2nd down, and they're about the length of the football from the first down marker. For the first time today, we'll get to see how this defense responds when they're backed up into the red zone. And he's immediately tackled. Well, that was one of the best catches we've seen all day, guys.
Great concentration to go up and get that.
And more importantly, it's a first down.
The defense is waiting on the pass. They're in the quarters defense. Drops back to pass. Looking for 6, and he got it. Touchdown. They decided to go to the running back on that touchdown pass.
Just a nice job by the quarterback of showing great patience here, going through his progressions, finally finding the back to get into the end zone.
Here's the PAT to tie this thing up. He makes the PAT. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. Clemson to kick this one off. Kicks it away. He's to the 10. He's taken down at the 27-yard line. On their last drive, this offense really moved the ball well on the ground.
There was a lot working on that last drive, too, Coach.
Especially the blocking up front. This offensive line really did a nice job staying with their blocks so that the running back could run wide.
They'll start this drive at the 27. First down, 10 yards to go. He's tackled at about the 27-yard line. Maybe a yard on the run by the tailback. They're packed in tight on the line. Again, he'll get the call. Tackle made around the 31-yard line. The halfback runs for 4 yards. 3rd and 5 coming up. Ball on their own 31. From the gun. He's all the way home. Touchdown. That pass was humming, and it'll be 6.
You got to be kidding me. How do you do that? What composure.
He makes the PAT. That score leads us to our Pontiac drive summary. Maryland is ready to kick it away. Here's the kick. And he's tackled at the 31. 6 points and a pretty display of passing was a result of their last drive. Kirk, do you expect the defense to take a different approach here?
When this quarterback is on, he is on. It already seems like whatever this defense is trying just isn't working. But maybe if they add just a little bit more pressure, then they might be able to force them into a mistake.
The quarterback's in the gun with 3 receivers in the set. Got a man, watch out here. Good tackle. He was the last line of defense.
The quarterback did an excellent job of recognizing the Mike linebacker on the blitz. He hung in there, delivered the pass, and his receiver made a good catch to move the sticks.
3 wide receivers on the field. The quarterback in the shotgun. They go with the run. He's taken down at the 45. They get 3 yards on the play.
And that was an excellent tackle. He used perfect form to bring the ball carrier down.
They come out with 4 wide out. They go with the run. He's got an opening. And they make the stop at the 38-yard line. That's a 7-yard gain.
7-yard gain on the play.
It's 3rd down, and they're about the length of the football away from the first down marker. And out come the big hefties. He's at the 30. He ignores the footsteps and makes the catch. Wonderful play call to convert on 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, he really wanted that first down. Good determination again.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line. There are 7 defensive backs on the field in this defense. Handoff to the right. Tackle made at about the 25-yard line. That's a nice 6-yard gain. So it's 2nd down now, and they need about 4 yards to pick up the first. They line up in the shotgun, 3 wide. He's at the 20, and he can't stay in bounds, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
These days, you need a running back who can not only run the football, but who has good hands as well.
Yeah, and this kid just put his hands on display. That's a great pickup by this back.
First down, and they are very close to tying this thing up. They got 6 the last time they were inside the 20. Let's see what they do here. They'll give it off here. He's tackled at the 4. That'll be a gain of 5.
5-yard gain on the play. Timeout called by the offense.
Here's the 8th play of the series. 2nd down. The defense is lined up with an abundance of DBs. I count 7 on the field. And he's taken down at the 2-yard line. A 2-yard run by the halfback.
Solid stop there by the corner on that one. I'll tell you, I love to see a cornerback willing to step up and make tackles like that.
They're packed in tight on the line. Has all day to throw. Pass is tipped away. Nice play by the defense to bring up 4th down.
The defender made a solid effort to get to the ball there. Nice stop.
Picks up, and it's right down the middle.
I like the fight those guys showed going into the half. They're going to need to keep that going because this is shaping up to be a really close one.
I think you're right, Coach.
Looks like they're ready for the kick. Kicks it away. Tackle made at the 34. Guys, their last possession, they really had good success passing the ball.
Hey, if you ask me, I'd air it out some more.
Lee, I agree. Make them show you that they can stop it before you change things up.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 34-yard line. Nickel defense. Can't find anyone open. Brought down at the 42-yard line. Not a bad little play there.
Yeah, this is a nice job by the quarterback reading the coverage and delivering a very catchable ball and allowing his receiver to come up with a nice gain.
Maryland is up 4. And he's tackled at the 44-yard line. The pass results in a first down.
I'll tell you, great call by the coaches on first down. It stretches the defense when they're expecting the run, and then they end up with another first down.
They come out in a goal line set. To the right and tackled immediately.
Personal foul, face mask on the defense.
So the offense will move a little bit closer with that penalty. First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 27. They'll work from the shotgun. He's tackled at the 12.
That is not easy to stop. The quarterback hit his man on an out route, and the defender was in man coverage. As a defender in man coverage, you cannot get beat deep, and as a result, the underneath routes are going to be there. As you can see, it worked out great for the offense as they were looking for a new set of downs.
Throws it, and it's caught for the touchdown. Nice play call on that one to get the ball in the receiver's hand.
Yeah, the quarterback said, you want the ball, go get it. And did he ever? He got it and took it for 6.
And he hits the PAT. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. Kicks it away. He's to the 20. He makes it out to maybe the 39-yard line. A good job on their last drive, getting 3. Let's see if they can get some more on this drive.
And even though these guys are losing, they showed in their last drive that they can score, and they need to continue to be productive with this drive.
And we'll probably see how far he can throw it, as it should be the last play before the half. He lets it go. He almost had it, but it's incomplete. There was not a soul open there.
He threw into double coverage because it was an obvious passing down, and the defense knew the pass was coming.
So we'll probably get one last heave to the end zone here before halftime. Brought down at the 50. First half is over, and this is why they play the game. The score here in Death Valley is Maryland 21, Clemson 10. Second half just about set to get underway as the teams line up for the kick. And it's off. He's to the 10. And he's taken down at the 33. This defense comes out onto the field, and let me tell you guys, they haven't been able to stop this offense at all.
And you know what they can really do is take this sold-out crowd out of the game if they score again.
Yeah, that would pretty much do it. But this defense needs to get this crowd into the game right now to help them throw off this offense.
Tackle made at the 41-yard line. So the quarterback scrambles for about 8 yards. It's second down, and they're about 2 yards away from the sticks. They line up in the jumbo set. Handoff to the right. Tackle at the 49-yard line. An impressive first down run, and man, he was flying.
That was almost... Adios, sweetheart. You better take a good angle on this kid, or else he is gone.
They go to the back, and he's hit immediately in the backfield. And the defense just swarmed over him on that one.
Yeah, they were able to penetrate the offensive line and get to the running back before that play even had a chance.
They come out in a goal line set. They give it to him again, and he's going to lose yardage.
Yo, that was not a very good play right there. He had hardly any room to run.
Third down now, and they need to get it inside the 41. Going with the shotgun here. Complete. He's got room. Someone down there just a little bit slow to get up. Fourth down. Looks like they're going to punt it away here. He gets it off. Little too much leg into that punt. They'll bring it out to the 20. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. One-man backfield. And they use motion. Little handoff. Brought down at the 27-yard line. He takes the handoff and responds with a 7-yard gain. Second down, 3 yards to go. Ball on the 27. Single set backfield. They motion to the left. And he's hit before he could go anywhere. Decent gain there, and they'll pick up the first down.
Yep. That was a good decision by the quarterback to throw the short pass to his receiver to get past the sticks.
Ace backfield. They'll bring him down at the 47. Nice job by the quarterback to hit the tight end for a decent gain.
Yeah, this guy's not going to burn too many guys deep, but he's definitely a good possession guy who you can rely on.
2 tight ends here. He drops back. Throws it deep downfield. Interception. Nice pick by the safety.
Safety that time just sitting back there looking at the quarterback, and once it was thrown, he knew exactly where it was going, and he made the pick.
First down, 10 yards to go. They line up in the jumbo set. He's tackled at the 49-yard line. 4, maybe 5 yards on the run. Second and 5 coming up here. They come out in a goal line set. Got the corner. He gets out to about the 37-yard line.
That is a nice job of avoiding the tacklers to get the first down.
We've got a first and 10. Ball on the 37-yard line. They line up in the jumbo set. They hand it off. Tackle made at the 37-yard line. Picked up a yard of anything on that run. Second down and 9 to go. Ball on the 37. They'll work from the shotgun. He lets it fly. Doesn't get there. Unbelievable. He had a pick in the end zone, and it just slipped right through his hands.
Wow, he is really kicking himself after that one.
There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Scrambling around. Runs with it, and he's got room. And down he goes, right around the 14-yard line. And that's their third first down of the drive.
Great blocking and great running equals very successful offense.
And they've looked really good on this drive, Coach. The defense needs to figure out a way to stop them, or else they're going to have no problem putting points on the board.
That's a loss of 4 yards.
On the play.
Second down and 14. Ball on the 18. From the gun. He's scrambling. Quarterback's going to run it, and he's got room to work. Decides to slide. Good gain there on the quarterback scramble.
You know, I really like the decision to tuck it and run here. He waited and found no one open, so instead of throwing it away, he just took it upfield for himself.
They go with a run, and he's going to be stopped short. Well, they tried to keep it on the ground for the first down.
You know, Brad, here the defense just steps up and makes a play, stopping them and bringing up fourth down.
Looks like they're going to go for it on fourth down. They're all tied in on the line here on fourth and short. On a handoff, he will score. So the halfback took it in for 6.
Simple play call there by the offensive coordinator. Just give it to the back and let him find his way into the end zone.
He splits the uprights with the extra point. So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. Maryland ready to kick this one off. Kicks it away. He's to the 10. Across the 30. He's taken down at the 35. The quarterback comes back on the field, and I'm sure he's hoping to make up for that interception on the last drive.
What did you tell your players when they turned the ball over, Coach?
I'd tell them to forget about it. They just have to get that stuff out of their head and go out and play some really good football.
Some adjustments being made there on defense. There are 7 defensive backs on the field in this defense. They'll give it off here. And he's tackled at the 37. A yard, maybe 2 on the carry. We've reached quarter number 4, and right now it looks like we may have an upset. The score here in Death Valley is Maryland 28, Clemson 10. It's 2nd and 8. Ball on the 37-yard line. Ace backfield, and they use motion. Throw to the tight end and in and out of his hands.
48, the intended receiver on the play.
It's 3rd and 8. Ball on their own 37. There are 7 defensive backs on the field in this defense. Complete, but out of bounds. Going to lose some ground. They get a 1-yard loss on that one.
Really, they just had nowhere to go after the catch.
And it's the offense that takes the field on 4th down. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Tackle made at the 46-yard line.
This quarterback acts like he doesn't even know it's 4th down out there. Did you see how calm he looked in the pocket?
He showed great composure. I don't think he's done moving the ball down the field.
1-man backfield. Nice catch, first down. He's knocked out.
How about that play?
Well, it was a good pass, a good catch, and they are keeping the defense off balance by throwing on 1st down.
Absolutely right.
We've got a 1st and 10. The defense is lined up with an abundance of DBs. I count 7 on the field. They'll go with the run once again. They'll bring him down at about the 33-yard line. 4, maybe 5 yards on the run. Single back set, 3 wide receivers. Here's the halfback. There's a player shaken up on the play. And this play is number 8 on the drive. It's first down. They line up with one running back in the backfield. 3 wide. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. And he's tackled at about the 13.
On defense, it's all about instincts. It didn't look like their instincts worked too well on that play.
You're right, Lee. There was a lot of running room there.
The kicker got him 3 points in that last red zone visit. Let's see if they can come away with 6 this time. There's a player injured, but it looks like it's just a stinger. Second and 11. And this is the 10th play of the drive. Well, after that injury, we'll get to see the backup quarterback here. Runs it right and can't get away. Nice tackle. Maybe a few, but that's it. Here's the 11th play of the drive. The D-line moves to the inside. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Back to pass. Here's a throw, and I don't think he got anything on that. They couldn't get the first down.
Well, here they were hoping to get a few extra yards after the catch. Give the defense credit. They held him short.
So they're going to go for it here. They line up in the shotgun, 3 wide. Drops back to pass. Goes right, picked off.
This quarterback better start making better decisions in the passing game. Otherwise, this corner will come up with even more picks in the future.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on their own 5. They're packed in tight on the line. Safety. Nope, wait, they're going to say he's down at the 1. Great play by the big guy.
Man, this kid can explode off the ball, which is pretty impressive for a guy his size.
Yep, Coach. He showed that he has a very quick first step there as he got into the backfield to break up that play.
They come out in a goal line set. Here's the give. He tried to spin by that tackle, but that wasn't working. A 2-yard run by the halfback. They've got their backs against the wall. Ball on the 3. Backup tailback checks in now. Let's see if he gets some action. Back to pass. Runs with it, and he's got room. Across the 30. The 50. At the 40. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Maryland. And that should just about wrap this game up, guys.
Yep, that score pretty much puts this game in the books.
I agree 100% with you, Kirk. If they could have stopped them or forced a turnover, they might have had a very slight chance. But a 3-score lead with little time left, too much.
And he adds the extra point. So with just over 2 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter, our score, Maryland 35, Clemson 10. Looks like they're ready for the kick. He kicks it. And he makes it out to about the 31-yard line. An interception cut this offense last drive short, so I think they're going to be looking for a little more success right here.
You know, that was a great drive they had going that last time, too.
Yeah, but one play turned it around. It may have been a great drive, Kirk, but let me tell you something. It was a better interception.
They'll get the ball here at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Here comes the pressure. He's wrapped up for the sack.
There's not too much the quarterback can do there.
Yeah, the protection broke down. The defense was in the backfield in a hurry, and they brought the quarterback down. Nice play.
Second and 15. Going with the shotgun here. Handoff to the right. They'll wrestle him down in the backfield. A loss on that one as he couldn't get past those big linemen.
You got that right. They sacrificed their bodies in there and stuffed him.
It's 3rd and long. Ball on the 25-yard line. The offense lines this one up in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers in the formation. Delayed handoff. Tackle made at the 27. They'll come up well short on that one.
Hey, you guys, they're calling plays down there like they're winning or something. Somebody's got to tell that coach to take a peek at the scoreboard.
He gets it off. Tries to get around the corner. At the 40. He gets hit out of bounds. Around the 31-yard line. So their last drive resulted in 6 points. Do you think we'll see the same result on this one?
They ran the ball extremely well on their last drive, and until this defense figures out how to stop it, I think they'll have no problem moving the ball down the field.
This defense may have to move 8 or 9 in the box to stop this running back, Kirk.
They didn't snap the ball in time.
Red ball. Play of game. On the offense.
Possibly some miscommunication there. They can't get the play off, and it'll cost them a few. First and 15 now. Ball on the 36. The offense didn't get the play off in time.
Red ball. Play of game. On the offense.
Nothing gets under a coach's skin more than a penalty like that.
Believe me, I know any time a player on my team committed a penalty, they were running stadium steps the next day.
Looks like they didn't get the play off quick enough.
Dead ball. Play of game. On the offense.
And the coach doesn't look very happy after that call.
Well, you only help out the defense when you don't get the playoff in time. You're essentially just giving away free yardage.
Here's the call from the referee.
Dead ball. Play of game. On the offense.
Looked like they might have been a little bit late getting the play in, and it results in a delay of game. The offense didn't get the play off in time.
Dead ball. Delay of game on the offense.
I think they just had some trouble getting the right play in there.
The play clock's at 0-0. They just took too long.
Dead ball. Delay of game on the offense.
Possibly some miscommunication there. They can't get the play off, and it'll cost them a few. Penalty markers down. They took too much time.
Dead ball. Delay of game on the offense.
So the delay of game will move them back a few. And I'm pretty sure the coach isn't happy with his quarterback right now. They didn't snap the ball in time.
Dead ball. Delay of game on the offense.
So they'll move back 5 yards after the delay of game. Looks like they didn't get the play off quick enough.
Dead ball. Delay of game on the offense.
Looked like they might have been a little bit late getting the play in, and it results in a delay of game. Here's the call from the referee.
Dead ball. Delay of game on the offense.
There might have been some miscommunication down there.
And anytime there's a delay of game, it's usually because they were late getting the right personnel on the field.
They go with the run, and he's taken down behind the line.
On the tackle.
I'm going to bet this running back is getting frustrated. You know he wants to be able to get into some open space. Unfortunately for him, he didn't get the chance there.
The offense didn't get the play off in time.
Dead ball. Delay of game on the offense.
So the delay of game will move him back a few, and I'm pretty sure the coach isn't happy with his quarterback right now. Penalty markers down. They took too much time.
Dead ball. Delay of game on the offense.
And the coach doesn't look very happy after that call.
Well, you only help out the defense when you don't get the playoff in time. You're essentially just giving away free yardage.
The play clock's at 0-0. They just took too long.
Dead ball. Delay of game on the offense.
So instead of moving forward, they'll move a few yards back.
Boy, I hate to see guys making dumb penalties like that.
They didn't snap the ball in time.
Dead ball. Delay of game on the offense.
Possibly some miscommunication there. They can't get the playoff, and it'll cost them a few. They just didn't get the snap off in time. Here's the call.
Dead ball. Delay of game on the offense.
So they'll move back 5 yards after the delay of game. The play clock's at 0. They took too much time.
Dead ball. Delay of game on the offense.
Looked like they might have been a little bit late getting this play in, and it results in a delay of game. It's second down. This is a dangerous situation, backed up against their goal line. Maryland in control. The play clock's at 00. They just took too long.
Dead ball. Delay of game on the offense.
They'll be called for an infraction. That will put them back a few paces.
Man, the coaches are going to have to talk to these young guys about committing unnecessary fouls.
Run the middle and nothing there. The back gets 3 on the carry.
Not much at all there for the ball carrier.
Yep, he had a hole, but this senior linebacker closed that up in a hurry and made a really good tackle.
They come out in a goal line set. And this one's all but wrapped up with the final score, Maryland 35, Clemson 10. And lead